An extraordinary session of the Kengash of the People's Deputies of Tashkent was hosted in the capital. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev attended the session. The meeting analyzed the possibilities of economic and social development of the city on the example of Yunusobod district.
Problems and activities of responsible persons and unused opportunities in the districts are highlighted. For example, there are many investors and entrepreneurs willing to implement projects, but there is not enough land. It is possible to create conditions for them by registering unused land, auctioning 979 plots and 175 hectares of land transferred from the category of agricultural to the category of industrial and residential zones. A special industrial zone Yangi is being created in Yangi district on the area of 764 hectares. Local and foreign entrepreneurs have expressed interest in implementation of projects worth $2.5 billion. This will create tens of thousands new jobs. Employment of 80,000 economically active citizens is required. There are 98,000 vacancies at enterprises and organizations of the capital. A new approach to ensure public security and fighting crime is needed. The head of state proposed Shavkat Umurzaev, acting mayor of Tashkent, for the post of Tashkent city mayor. People's deputies and public representatives expressed their assessment of the candidate. As a result of voting, Shavkat Umurzaev was approved as the mayor of Tashkent city. The session analyzed the possibilities of economic and social development of the city on the example of Yunusobod district. Responsible persons have been instructed to create Yunusobod experience to support entrepreneurship and improve welfare of population. Due to its convenient location, Yunusobod has many points of growth for business. In order to attract new investments, it's possible to implement projects in sphere of trade, services and catering on the basis of old structures and buildings of the state organizations, which will create 7,000 high-paying jobs. With limited land, industry and commerce should be developed through the vertical expansion of infrastructure. In particular, there is a scope for expanding farmer markets by increasing the floor area. Reconstructing buildings in small industrial zone to 3 to 4 floors will provide an additional 300,000 square meters of space. Thousands of jobs can be created in social service sector by increasing the number of public-private partnership projects. For example, the construction of new building for the city hospital number 7 will make it possible to use the vacant territory for the construction of 420-bed multidisciplinary clinic with the participation of Korean investors. Based on results of studies in Yunusobod, opportunities to attract $600 million of investments and create 35,000 high-paying jobs have been identified. The city administration has been instructed to study all districts and create 250,000 high-paid jobs in Tashkent and attract $2 billion of investments. The task has been set to introduce international best practices of industry, infrastructure, entrepreneurship, and public services in the capital. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev visited secondary school number 5 in Tashkent's Yunusobod district. Originally designed for 960 students, school number 5 had 2,000 boys and girls. So last year, the school was reconstructed and additional buildings were built. As a result, 1,700 additional places were created. The school has modern conditions in 65 classrooms, 12 language and 5 computer labs. STEM labs are equipped for students interested in exact sciences, engineering and technology. There is a gymnasium, co-working space and recreational area. The school library has 5,800 science and fiction books. Today, the school has about 2,600 students. Last year, 163 out of 165 graduates entered higher education institutions. The president inspected the conditions in these circles. During the meeting with members of Board of School Directors of Tashkent City, the value and respect for the labor of teachers was mentioned. Instructions were given to utilize the new school opportunities fully, raising the quality of education to the level of presidential schools. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev got acquainted with Children's School of Music and Arts number 1 in Tashkent. The school was built last year at the expense of Republican budget and designed for 250 students. In the current academic year, 145 boys and girls were admitted to the first grade. Here, young people receive education in 12 areas outside the school program. Students are selected on the basis of creative examinations. Nearly 50 classrooms, computer labs, and activity hall provide exemplary conditions. The library has more than 5,500 textbooks and scores. The president emphasized that arts serves to educate spiritually rich generation and love for the arts should be cultivated from childhood. To this end, the importance of harmonizing general and music education programs has been pointed out. The task was set to strengthen cooperation between art schools, higher education institutions, theaters, and other cultural institutions. President Shavkat Mirziyoyev visited GULBOZOR MAHALLA in Tashkent district of the capital. GULBOZOR is located in historical center of Tashkent, not far from Chursu Bazaar, where many foreign tourists come throughout the year. Therefore, the district is specialized in providing tourist services. Additional conditions have been created on street and in the houses of Mahalla with preservation of their Asian appearance. In particular, all communication networks were laid underground. The historic gate at the entrance to the street was restored. A large Ivan with carved pillars was built. next to which a water reservoir was created. Embroidery and craft workshops, a bakery, national cuisine restaurants, jewelry stores were organized. The exhibition History of Bread and the Journey to Ancient Tashkent have been opened. A 3-star hotel is being built. The street will become a part of the tourist stream being created in Sheikhantakhur district. Coming tourists will be able to feel the historical atmosphere and national flavor here. The head of state toured national costumes and arts and crafts, talked to the craft women. The head of state participated in celebration of Sumalai cooking in the MAHALLA. Shavkat Mirziyoyev congratulated the participants and residents of MAHALLA on occasion of months of Ramadan and expressed good wishes. One year ago, on March 18, the foundation of construction of new Tashkent city was laid. A coordination council and directorate were established to manage construction and design. On April 3, 2024, in holy month of Ramadan, a ceremony was held to launch the construction of the first facilities. At the event, President Shavkat Mirziyoyev delivered a speech emphasizing the historical significance of the event. Today, we are laying the foundations for the campuses of New Uzbekistan University and Tashkent State Pedagogical University, the National Library, the National Theatre, the International Research Center, the Museum of Literature, the Al-Sharnawi School of Creativity, and National Center for Maqam. It's not by chance that the construction of new city begins with the center of knowledge and spirituality. They will become the basis and model in formation of enlightened society. Shavkat Mirziyoyev said, first of all, a new campus of Tashkent State Pedagogical University will be built here, which will include educational buildings for 20,000 students, a hostel for 5,000 places, a kindergarten for 300 places, a school for 616 places, an academic license for 588 places, a modern sport complex, a cultural place, an amphitheater, and other facilities. Based on the experience of universities in top 300 world rankings, the university will create an innovative pedagogical cluster, ensuring the continuity of the chain kindergarten to school to university. New Uzbekistan University is one of the most prestigious universities in the country, which trains specialists in engineering, management, information technology, agri-technology, humanities, and natural sciences. A modern campus for the university will be built in the city, including academic building for 10,000 students, a dining hall for 1,150 seats, a library, and a compact museum, a sport complex, and Olympic swimming pool. There will also be dormitories for 2,000 students and housing for 268 faculty and staff.
I'm really amazed by the vision of our president, that there is a new university that seeks to compete with top universities around the world and that develops the education in Uzbekistan, yes, to raise the next generation of leaders that will support our industry, that will support the country.
The next project is a new complex for National Library of Uzbekistan. All conditions will be created here for proper storage of more than 10 million copies of literature and quality service for 1,420 readers simultaneously. The total area will be 30,000 square meters. The president passed a symbolic button and gave a start to the construction of facilities.